It's almost
Maybe
like,
it also
look
depends
at me.
on the kind of work or the kind
If you're in the creative industry, nothing wrong with that, okay? So you're making a statement because you are a musician, you're an artist, you're an entertainer. But if you're going to work, you're a lawyer, you're an accountant, you're a banker, keep some of those beautiful dangling earrings for social events. They're not office appropriate because they make too much noise, and some offices will tell you that we just want studs, simple studs. That's why you find in some secondary schools, they're very careful as to how they want girls to wear earrings, and they tell you just studs. Nothing long, nothing dangling, nothing dangerous, you know. But again, if you're going to a wedding, that's when you can do a lot of the bling bling thing, because you're going to a wedding and you're trying to really step up your game. But if you're going for an evening event, you can do a bit of bling bling, not too much, okay, because sometimes the evening event may be formal. It may be office related, so you still have to take caution in what you're wearing with that outfit. Look at what you're wearing. What are you wearing? Does it match? Is it appropriate for the... If you're wearing your little black dress now, you might want to do silver accessories, silver shoes, so you look for silver earrings, but make sure it's something that complements the dress. Okay, if you're going for a VIP occasion, well, you're spoiled for choice. You can go out of the way. It might even be your birthday or your wedding or your function. You're spoiled for choice. You just go all the 9 yards. But then again, if it is a formal event, be mindful of how and what you wear. Be moderate.
Okay, you mentioned, okay, if you're going for weddings, you can, you know, do the bling bling. Do you also need to consider perhaps the person that is getting married, or for instance it's someone's birthday and then you show
want to
up
outshine that
as if you are the one that is, you know, the
well,
celebrant?
you see, like I said today is about expression of your own style, your own personality. Some people say that, you know, let me not wear this, I'm going to look like the celebrant, or I don't want to outshine the celebrant. It's not to say that there's no freedom of expression. There is freedom of expression. Wear what you're comfortable with, in my view. Wear what you're, but of course, use a lot of, you know, moderation in what you're doing. If you think it's really like, are you the celebrant? Come on. Then you tone it down. But if you're the celebrant, no problem. Or sometimes it could be your sister's wedding, or it could be a family affair, and you really want to go out of your way to wear it. If you're related, fair enough, you know. But we have to be very careful.
Person celebrating too, because if you know that, okay, it's Yomi and she really doesn't do jewelry like that, and you're going for coming for my birthday, and you're all, you know.
But that's your style.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So the thing is, would you tone down because of somebody else's feelings? Depends on the individual, right? It depends on what are you wearing? Does it match or not? Some people are very sensitive as to what they wear, and some people just don't like too much noise anyway around them. But it's really about your style. That's why I said, if you're going to work and you love jewelry, you still have to step down. You know, how do you wear jewelry at the end of the day? Now, piercing is like everywhere now. Normally, you pierce your ears, right, to wear jewelry, and you wear jewelry around your neck, ideally, and maybe your wrist, okay? That's nice. But today we see piercings everywhere. We see piercings on the tongue. We see piercings on the nose, body piercing,
ears, you know, from
wearing ankle bracelets as well, and the piercing can be, again, back to expression. I mean, some people are daredevils. I wouldn't pierce my tongue at all. I can imagine the pain that could go into it. But then some people, that's how they like to express themselves. But you see, if you are piercing your tongue, remember when you're going for an interview, how you're going to come across when you're going for an interview. Are you going to remove that thing there, or are you going to let the interviewer just be watching your tongue as you're talking? But then again, there are times when you should not wear jewelry at all. All right? Like I said, you don't want jewelry making too much noise. And you have to be appropriate. Wear jewelry that's appropriate for the occasion. Funerals. Yes, you can look glam depending on whether the person is old or young. But you really don't want to wear too much bling bling at a funeral, because you're trying to respect the people. You're commiserating with them. You're not going to wear jewelry when you're going out to run for exercise, all right? You don't want to wear jewelry running or doing any kind of sporting affair. You're playing golf. You don't want to wear too much jewelry at all. Simple necklines, are good enough. You're going swimming. You know, I still see people wearing chains. Chlorine is going to affect your jewelry, whether it's real or not, okay? So you don't want to be wearing a chain or too many rings when you're going into the pool. You want to protect your jewelry. When you're at the beach, all right, you don't need jewelry at the beach at all. Again, back to the water, back to the salt, and the simple fact that you're likely going to lose that jewelry on the beach. That's the thing. Theme parks, you're going on something that's going to do the roller coaster and all of that. You don't want to be wearing jewelry there because chances are they'll fly off, fall off, or the case may be. Then you're going on a hiking adventure where you're climbing or anything. Again, too, you have to be mindful of where you're going and what you're doing when it comes to wearing jewelry. You know, jewelry is nice, it's good, but then you can imagine when you're wearing jewelry and it's shaking as you're walking.
Mm-hmm. Or you have the bangles.
Yeah, and the bangles, or some people like to wear a whole lot of bangles because it speaks to a statement. And you're going up and down and the bangles are making so much noise. That is like, see me, I've arrived kind of thing. Paying attention too much to yourself. And if you're in the office environment, and if you're going for a meeting as well, you need to tone down on attention on you because your client or your customer is more important. And when you're going, do you look as if you fit into the group of friends? Or are you overdressed? You know, again, who am I going out with speaks to how you also should dress up when it comes to jewelry, all right? But I think jewelry is a good thing. It complements your outfit. You don't have to wear the real thing. You can do beads. You can just combine your colors. Like you are wearing something black to combine what you're wearing. It's to complement, and it's beautiful. You know, it makes you feel comfortable, it complements your outfit, and I bet you didn't break the bank to do that.
Janet, as we wind down, Janet, as we wind down, is it a must to wear jewelry?
No, no. If you are the person that has a star personality that is considered natural or sporty, you're going to want to wear almost no jewelry at all. If they tell you to choose what size jewelry you like to wear, as a woman, you probably pick studs. As a man, you might just wear what is compulsory. Could be just your wedding ring, and you'd rather do without anything else. Maybe you go for the watch, because with men, watches are considered a bit of jewelry to them. But no, it's not compulsory. It's just to complement your style. But sometimes, you know, when you walk out of the house and you have your ears pierced and you don't wear earrings, it looks as if you've forgotten something. It looks like you are incompletely dressed. And sometimes you can walk out of the house and forget to wear your earrings.
Thank you very much, Janet.
I wanted to quickly finally say that jewelry, because they are precious, you must find something to keep your jewelry in. Something small like this for your rings or your chains. It's always good to have a jewelry box to keep your jewelry. Or something to hang it on, because if not, some jewelry gets spoiled, some beads come apart, and sometimes you do lose one ring or the other, or the earring. Sometimes you buy an earring, you're looking for the other and you can't find it. So some people a little bit careless with jewelry because they're not keeping it somewhere. And you might spend quite a bit of money and you're looking for, you only have one earring, and one earring, that means you can't wear it anymore.
Thank you so much, Janet. We're talking about jewelry, what to wear, what not to wear. Indeed, you're looking lovely.
Thank you.
We're back in a moment. Please don't go away.